Hi friends, I hope you all are doing great. It's me, Nikki here, and I'm so excited to share with you my tips on how to lift your spirits by having a clean and organized home. So let's get started. So friends, I bet we can all agree on this. You know, when your home is disorganized or it's not clean and you come home from work, it just kills your mood and your spirits are not high. But when you come home and your house is clean and beautiful and it smells good, you feel good and your spirits are lifted, even your energy is lifted. And so that's why it's so important for you and I to really have this conversation and to talk about, you know, how can we keep our home neat and organized so that our spirits are in the right place and so that we feel that uplift every time we're in the space. And so I hope these tips will help you. And if you're struggling in your space, know that it's just something that's temporary and we can work together to fix that through my tips and through your efforts, and hopefully in the end come out with a very huge and positive result. So first let me say, your home is your sanctuary, and sometimes it's kind of like our body. You know, our body is so important to us, and it's the one that we have, and often it is the one that takes the biggest beating. It's the one that we care least about. You know, we help everybody else accomplish everything else they need to do, and we always put ourselves, our mind, body, and souls last, right? And so it tends to be sometimes the same way with our home. We'll go out into this world and we'll work a job for someone else and we'll give them 110% every day. We'll run to the kids' school and we'll be volunteering and doing all the things we need to do. And then when we come to our space at home, it's a disaster. There's no systems, it's disorganized, and it's the place that is supposed to be your haven. It is the place that is supposed to rejuvenate you and give you energy. And so it's true that we really need to flip that and really think of our home as a top priority in front of the job and the school and the other things, because that is the thing that helps all of those things really thrive and for you to be able to leave the house every morning and do your best. So my first tip is to start by really just creating that one sweep at night, that 15-minute, even I would say give yourself 5-minute sweep at night. And what the sweep is, it's just before you go and get in that bed, it's just to walk through the entire home and even get a basket and just pick up as many things as you see needs to be put back in its place. You know, go in the kitchen and just wipe down the counter and just do what you can do in that 15-minute period. Don't give yourself any more time or any less time, but just take 15 minutes and do a sweep of your home. That is an amazing thing to do at the end of the day to really see progress in your home. Because if you think about it, if you do that 15 minutes every single day, in 2 days, that's 30 minutes. In 4 days, that's an hour of really cleaning and straightening up that you're doing in your home. And it's really minimal effort. And you can build it into where it's a natural routine. You know, we naturally get up and brush our teeth in the morning. We naturally do all kinds of things that we don't care to do, but we know that we have to do these things to function. And so that 15-minute routine, think of it as something that you have to do. It's like brushing your teeth, and even connected with that. You know, before I brush my teeth at night, I'm going to do my 15 minutes and then go straight into brushing my teeth, or, you know, whatever the case may be, but tie it onto something that you normally do as a routine. So I want to say that, you know, furnishings and decor and all of those things are beautiful, but they don't make your home organized, neat, tidy. And that is not truly what lifts your spirits. Have you ever been in someone's home and they have beautiful accessories and beautiful decor, but because the house is not tidy, it doesn't feel beautiful? And that's the case because the things that, you know, you really sometimes can't even see the decor behind all the clutter and the disorganization. And so it's important not to tie things into your house being beautifully organized or your house being clean, because you can have a cardboard box as your home and it could look so much better than a mansion down the road because you simply have it organized and you have it clean. So that's one thing that if you can take away from this is it doesn't matter what you have in your home, it doesn't matter the size of your home, it depends on how you organize, declutter, and keep it maintained and clean, which really can lift your spirit. So don't get discouraged. And I say this to say, don't get discouraged because you don't have what you see on Pinterest. Your pantry is not having all of the perfect bins in the pantry, or you don't have all of these expensive RH sofa and all of those things, because that is not what makes a beautiful home. But if you go into your space and you say, okay, in my pantry, I may not have all of these beautiful bins, but my food is categorized. I don't have outdated food in my pantry. I can go in my pantry in 5 minutes and get whatever I need. Then that's truly how you want to run your space, outside of the baskets, outside of having beautiful baskets in your pantry. So friends, one thing that you need to do, and I speak this all the time, is you need to set SMART goals. And you want to set those goals that are really just easily attainable. And when you think of that word SMART, you want to think of that actual word SMART. And you want to think of goals that, one, are specific. And then you want to think of goals that are measurable. And then you also want to make sure that your goals are achievable and realistic, because a lot of times if you make goals that just are not obtainable, then it's not going to come to light, and it's going to just make you feel even worse, and you're going to have less joy in your home than lifting your spirits within your space. And then the other thing is you want to make sure they are time sensitive. So think about that SMART in the word SMART goals when you're creating those goals for yourself, and make sure that they all fit and have those categories assigned to them before you start. So by using the acronym SMART, you can really help yourself create those SMART goals for yourself, which will make you really see the progress in your home, which will then make you more joyful in your space because you see that things are actually getting accomplished. And friends, it is okay to ask for help. It is okay to ask that friend to come over and help you declutter your kitchen. Sometimes that can really help because they are not looking at things in the same way you are. They don't have the same attachment to your things that you do. And so they may be able to help you kind of really talk through decluttering your space. Also call a professional organizer. I do virtual services with my business. You definitely can call me and I'll leave that information below. Sometimes having that person that can give you a different perspective in your space that is not tied to it again is really a great tool to use to help you get rid of those things that you struggle with releasing yourself from. Because again, having all of those things are things that can really kind of tear down your spirit in your home rather than lift your spirit in your space. And then also ask for help from your family. You can, even though your house may be cluttered, you can infuse it with joy by throwing on some music and rallying up the family and getting them rolling and helping with the space. And use that 15-minute sweep to help and say, hey, family, we're gonna take 15 minutes, we're gonna blast music in the house, and everyone just go around for 15 minutes and pick up whatever you can find and put it back where it belongs. Or the next day come in and say, okay, for our 15 minutes, today what we're gonna do is everyone go and find 20 things that we can remove from the house and declutter from the house. And so for 15 minutes, everyone goes through the house and load up and bring it back and then take it to the car. The thing about when you declutter is just to make sure that it leaves your house at the end of the declutter session. So once that 15 minutes is up, you want to be sure to take it out of the home. And when you think about it, it's actually more than 15 minutes. If you have 4 family members and you're all doing this for 15 minutes, that is actually 1 hour's worth of work as a family that you have put into your home. And it really makes it seem easy. Everyone's around the house. The music is kind of going, and it can actually bring the spirit of the house up when you're actually working and cleaning your home. So the other thing, friends, is you have to really put cleaning and organizing your home at the top of the list. And you can do it in a way that it doesn't feel like it's overtaking your life and that it's doable, but it's important that it be a priority because it is that place that is your sanctuary. So whatever method you decide to do, you want to make sure that that is one of the things that you do in your daily activities. Another great tip is to use home affirmations. We do affirmations for ourselves all the time to build us up, to lift our spirits, and that's something that you can also do in your home. When you're having that cup of coffee or when you go in the kitchen, you can read that affirmation or say that affirmation, and that can really help change your spirit and change how you feel about your space and really encourage you also. So in the description box below, I have a home affirmation that you can use for your space that may be able to help you lift your spirits by just saying it every morning or every night. I hope that can be helpful. And finally, friends, remember, with everything that you clean or organize in your home, make sure that you have a system of maintenance tied to it, because that's how you're going to have longevity with really infusing energy and joy in your space. And so, if you're cleaning the kitchen, go ahead and say, okay, I'm going to organize one drawer every time I wash the dishes. And over time, that just is a maintenance schedule that you can keep with your home. And so you want to do that with anything that you do in your home. You want to make sure that you think about the maintenance with it. So friends, I hope that I could infuse a little joy in your day or your perspective about your space. And I wish you so much success in your home and really transforming it, if it's not already transformed, into that space that really lifts your spirits and not really tear your spirits down. Have a beautiful day, my friends. I will see you at the next video. And this is Nikki saying goodbye.